Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am Star Creator, Starco Gaming, and we are back with another Marvel Future Fighter video. Guys, today in this video, we're going to talk about the Tier 3 Star-Lord, taking out the good, the bad, and the bugs. We're going to try to stay as honest as possible. As always, guys, hence the title, Honest Review, just before the title, the second part of the title, obviously. But before we jump into that, guys, let's take a look at the sponsor of this video.
Check the link in the description and find your favorite hoodies and tees now.
Here we go with Mr. Star-Lord. This uniform is actually a huge improvement for Star-Lord. Even if you don't do epic quests to get into tier 3, is still a massive boost to the actual character. So definitely the uniform at the start is worth getting, in my opinion, turning a pretty average tier 2 characters in a very solid tier 2 characters, which is going to be like Shadowland 80 plus, World Boss Ultimate 50 plus. So I think it's actually definitely worth it to get that uniform, even if you plan to keep that character at tier 2. Now, what the first thing we're going to talk about is the bug. There is one massive bug that's going to affect a lot of players out there. Let's take a look at it, because now it's pretty much going to be to, one of the first blast tier 2 people who's going to get. So Lance Battle Extreme is going to be very important for those people to get, as many resources from Lance Battle Extreme as possible. So let's take a look at this tier 3. This tier 3 says silence 3 seconds. But this silence is not working. Now, to prove it, I'm not just going to do like some people's going to say, well, maybe they fixed Lance Battle Extreme Beast. No, they did not. But to counter that, we're just going to go in previous skills. And you're going to see the silence does not get applied even to regular mobs, like in the previous skills window. The silence icon will never appear. So let's get that tier 3 ready really fast. Smash those buttons, Starco, come on, you can do it, son. Okay, here we go. Now let's group them together so we see that every single mobs that will not actually get silence, no matter where I'm standing. Okay, let's start that and let's hit that tier 3. You're gonna see no silence icons gonna appear on the bars here. See, we get 2 of the buff, which is the stun and the bind, the defense down, but there is no silence icon at all. No silence icon, and even if you let the tier 3 go all the way, there is not a single moment into that tier 3 that the silence get applied. So you will not be able to cancel the beast, or you will not be able to cancel to silence people in Shadowland or any other game mode that you could CC before. So this is a massive bug that needs to be fixed as soon as possible from that model, because this is a huge problem in the quality of life of Star, because without that, he will probably be the easiest character to cap in Lance Battle Extreme Blast Mail, in my opinion, because without any blessing, without average build, well, semi-average build, let's say, we can actually get over 1.5 million the first minute. If you put blessings, could definitely do over 2 millions per minute, really easy with that, I mean, like 5-6 blessings. So definitely it will do better than my Professor X. With my Professor X actually pretty well built, so that kind of give us a little comparison. But we're going to test him into the gameplay, obviously, guys, in this video. So that's actually the thing we're going to do. We're going to jump into the gameplay, Lance Battle Extreme, World Boss Ultimate. Those are the 2 gameplay we're going to be doing. Then we're going to come back here and show the build and show how to build them properly. To be honest, if you want to see the CTP of energy testing, guys, you can jump on last night's stream. You can see the VOD on Twitch, link in the description below. Our stream are available on Twitch, as always, guys, Monday through Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, and you can have access to the replay out there too. Now, with that said, let's go into Wall Boss Ultimate first. We're just gonna play the first myth of Wall Boss Ultimate because after that it's pointless since the beast gets the roar. You can see that he's not gonna be able to do the same kind of damage. But if they fix the war, that will give you the amount of damage he can actually do per minute. So that's why we're gonna go with only the first minute, and that is the optimal team. We have Star-Lord lead because of 55% increase of energy attack. Coulson for the 45% critical not critical, but damage chances per villain increase, and 30% energy damage increase by having Cyclops in the team, obviously. Although, if you're low on critical damage, you'll be better to bring Ulysses Claw than Cyclops. Now, let's show the damage. The damage is actually pretty solid. I do have a CTPF ratio. I'm just going to go smash button. If you have a CTPF energy, you will be nowhere near that kind of damage we're going to be doing. And you're gonna see that tier 3 is gonna do a huge boost here. You can see once we pop that tier 3, the damage go high very damn fast. And basically you want to play him so you get that tier 3 as often as possible. This is actually a lesser run I had earlier. The proc is being very slow, but once you get that proc rolling, see that damage? That damage is your tier 3 is rolling. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Like, I think optimal will be to pump that tier 3 like right there. Then get your proc right after that, and you can see that damage goes and goes and goes. And nowhere in this run you saw the beast getting the actual silence, so that kind of tell you that was not the best. I think I messed up the first tier 3 here, so the score is really not up there. We're gonna do a second try out here, but earlier when I did my first try to see a little bit what I was doing and if his silence worked, I was a little bit over 1.5 million. I was close to 1.6 million, so depending on the quality of the run you get, obviously. Still need to figure out the perfect rotation for him, to be honest, so I'm probably not even close to the optimal score he can actually throw out there. You can see already the first 20 seconds was much better than earlier. And yes, you can cancel that tier 3. You actually do more damage if you actually cancel, and you can see we're doing a lot better than the previous run already. Add blessing to this guy, and you're gonna get a killer run, man. You're gonna get a killer score and a killer run if you add blessing and the possibility to cancel roar. That'll be much better than what we get with the Cable and Professor. Well, I mean, it will be easier to reach the cap. You know, it is harder. The hardest one is Cable, then after that, yeah, Professor X, and this guy Starlight will actually be the easiest one to actually reach that 17 million cap if the silence was possible. So definitely he has the power in Alan's Ball Extreme. We just need that silence to work so we can sync that tier 3 to cancel that silence properly. But sadly right now, the silence does not work in any game mode. Big bug, a really big bug. I know I repeat that, right? Okay, next we're going to jump in Wall Boss Ultimate. So the first one we're going to showcase here is going to be this guy. We're going to try to showcase a stage 80, see if you can actually do it. A good one to bring, Voodoo Lead is good for Star-Lord because it's tier 3, has 70% defense down, so you get up to 98% defense down with Voodoo Lead, which is actually optimal for him. And I brought that because Star-Lord is actually Weapon Master. Yep. Punisher is not but Star-Lord is Weapon Master, guys. Try to make sense out of this shit. And this is a striker list we're gonna go. We don't want to bring Ignore Defense strikers because Star-Lord already has Killer. Ignore Defense will bring 4 damage increase and 1 healing pretty much. But we could actually switch this one and try to bring maybe CC. Let's go with the this one, we're still gonna get 10% of energy attack, so that is good enough. So let's see what he can actually do in the World Boss Ultimate Stage 80 here. I haven't tested him in the World Boss Ultimate with Rage yet, so that's actually going to be very interesting, the result we actually get here. Because I have no idea. You get your immunity on the 4th skill, so really important to keep that 4th skill up. And we get hit by the bleed, so we're going to restart that. That was, I guess that was my bad or something like that. I'm still trying to figure out the best rotation. By the way, guys, if you have the killer rotation for this guy, make sure to share it in the comment section. I haven't spent enough time on him yet to actually be able to know that actually. Okay, back to it. You can see when we hit that tier 3, he has the damage. And that defense down actually lasts quite a long time, which is actually pretty great. Wait for the proc, pop that 4th skill, 3rd skill, whatever. But we did not get the full power of the defense down there, so it is not fully optimal. But still, you can see he has really the potential to be great here. But we're going to drop that a little bit. Let's drop that to 75. And see what we can actually do here. I think 75 is going to be a lot better because of her resistance level, I guess. Although it should not really affect him, but whatever. I know 70 was really easy last night, so it really starts off when you start getting that tier 3 out, to be honest. Okay, well, let's get it out. Let's wait for the proc. You can see pretty great damage here, definitely. We definitely did not get that kind of damage when we did that stage 80, so there's a huge difference there. Yeah, it has to do because I didn't use my 3rd skill first. I think the 3rd skill, yeah, I think that has to do with the 3rd skill. See, I'm still learning the rotation here, guys. So that was actually pretty great here at stage 75. We're gonna go try stage 80. I don't see why that stage 80 would not be that easy, because 75 we could probably clear it in like 90 seconds. So we should be able to do stage 80 if we do it properly, to be honest. So we're gonna go back there and give it a second try. Then after that, I want to showcase what's his name? Corvus Glaive. We're gonna do a stage 80 on Corvus Glaive to show the power there too. Okay, as soon as the proc trigger, there we go. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Yeah, you have to use that. If you use that 3rd skill first, it does a lot of damage. So you always have to use a 3rd skill on cooldown, guys. That's a priority. And then after that, you can go with regular skill. Like here, we're not gonna be sync, but we're gonna do that, that, and that. That should give us a little bit of damage here. We did not accumulate that much damage on this one, sadly. But you can see the pattern here. If you can get enough accumulated damage, you're gonna get a killer damage. There we go. So see, we could definitely do that stage 80 here without too much problem. We can actually stay alive, so that is pretty great. We can even do much higher if I actually learn how to play this guy properly. Yeah, we're literally killing a stage 80 now, which is actually pretty damn good. It is pretty damn good killing a stage 80 on co-op. That's we're not gonna finish it again because I do not want to get a kill here since it's not my world boss of the day. Scarlet Witch actually is, and I want to showcase on this guy stage 80. With this team we have 60%, 63% because Taskmaster give 20% ing or dodge, so we get 62% ing or dodge. So basically we only need the 2 ing or dodge strikers, and then we can bring what the hell we want after that. So with energy I did not need any, and this guy was actually quite useless. We did not really see anything from him, so we're gonna remove those 2. We're gonna bring these 2, and we're gonna see what you can do in the stage 80 here with a CTP of Rage. Honestly, I think that against Cole will probably go close to stage 90, which is actually pretty awesome. Not many characters in the game can do as cool stage 90 without blessings, to be honest. So this is actually pretty damn great. Well, at least in my opinion. I can see him really being a really nice powerhouse. You can see here the damage seems like very easy to do. I didn't expect that to be that easy, that first phase, because that first phase is usually a lot harder than the rest. You're just gonna make sure you keep that immunity up as much as possible. From the 4th skill, that is pretty much what is important here with the team we're actually running with. Also, the purple skill does the same. Yeah, that is going to be a very, very fast stage 80 if we can stay alive. Obviously, Corvus likes to back off, so it makes it very difficult to actually get everything you want to get done, but it's still pretty great. You can see we'll reach phase 2 with 3 minutes 15, so that is actually pretty damn solid. Now I kind of want to see the damage we're going to be able to do in this second phase too, because we're supposed to be able to do a lot more damage in that second phase. So let's test it out. Yeah, you can see a lot of damage here. I'm gonna stop this there because I'm scared that if I get a good rotation, I'm gonna one-shot him. So he's definitely getting the job done in World Boss Ultimate, guys, without a single doubt. I think with Pub Blessing on this guy, you can do both Corvus and Cole stage 90 plus without any problems. That's how I see him. If you can get the accumulated damage with the defense down sync properly, perfectly, this guy is going to be a killer in the World Boss Ultimate, so definitely worth it. And if you have a CTP of energy, you still get the job done, stage 70 in both of them without blessing. That's actually pretty damn great. So honestly, other than the bug we do suffer from his silence not applying. I cannot personally say anything bad about this tier 3. 640 CCF, 300 TCP to get him to tier 3. You don't even have to level his gear to level 25 if you want to play him. Although you're going to increase his stats if you do, but you can actually play him with gear at level 20 to get him to tier 3. So it's actually pretty damn great in my opinion. It's just in my opinion, guys. His damage is there. Skill animation is really fun, so I see nothing bad about this character as a tier 3 definitely. But that is just me. That is just me. I think if they fix that silence, we can actually build this guy for Lance Battle Extreme. That is going to be a killer. Literally a killer. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with him personally, but as right now he's only fun for World Boss Ultimate Challenge and Shadowland because of that, because they kind of screw up that silence on that tier 3 at this point. Now we're going to show the build we were running with, guys, so you guys can actually have a little idea. So the stats here, we have max cooldown, max ignore defense, 184% critical damage, max critical rate, almost max dodge. We have 127% attack speed, energy attack 50,047. He gets a lot of energy attack bonus from his tier 2 advancement, by the way. Euro, you can see nothing that special, 2 mythical energy attack per gear, then a bunch of legendary critical rate, 2 critical damage, 3 dodge, so nothing really impressive here. ISO set, we have a set bonus stage 11 effect. If I can finish this ISO set, I can actually put more critical damage on this guy and actually be close to probably 190%, and that will boost his damage like crazy. The stats we get right now is all attack, all defense, critical rate 8.5%, attack speed 7.7%, ignore defense 8.1%. 35% increase of all attack for 20 seconds as a proc on the ISO set. CTP of Rage, we have, max out CTP of Rage, 0.9%, damage per 1% dodge rate and critical rate, and ignore bots damage decreased by 60%. Uniform obviously is mythical. We get those uniform option dodge here from Rocket Raccoon. We could actually rank up this uniform, make it easier to get dodge, and I'd be able to remove those dodge hero from the uniform and get critical damage again. Physical attack, attack speed, dodge again. Uniform is only normal, so a lot of work to do, and critical damage here. So that's pretty much the build we have on this guy, which is uniform effect, so you guys can see it. Increase guaranteed dodge by 30%, which really increases survivability. So overall, this guy is, I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving it. I'm a Star-Lord fan, and I am not disappointed with what they did with this character, without a single doubt. He has the power. It's going to be very, very helpful for people starting in the game, getting their first tier 3 through this epic quest. I think that's actually amazing. They can actually do that. It's 640 CCF. That's all you need to progress through the epic quest. Everything else is mostly free-to-play friendly, except maybe the Philavel that you might have to spend a few weeks to farm her bios as shifter before you can actually get her. But other than that, everything is really free-to-play friendly if you don't go for the deluxe packs, which is not needed to get tier Lord as tier 3. And I think that's actually the best tier 3 to get started with. I know that Sharon Rogers is more powerful. We're not gonna lie about that. Sharon Rogers is more expensive, and Sharon Rogers does not cover ground like this guy does. I think this guy is gonna be more usable than Sharon Rogers in my opinion, especially that they remove the crazy combo while you can still use the Trinity Team, but Trinity Team you need more than one tier 3. Now that they removed the Weapon X combo with Sharon Rogers, I think that a Star-Lord might actually have the most important slot for a new player in with their first tier 3 in my opinion, at least as free to play. Anyway, I'm not really sure about that. I still need to think about it for when I prepare my power ranking for tier 3, but I definitely think this guy is amazing. If they can fix his silence, he is going to go so much. It's gonna get so much hype in my opinion. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any comment, feedback, drop it in the comment section. Always here to discuss about that stuff, guys. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and hopefully I get to see you all again next time.